Right guys, so firstly, I did want a blue pen, but my blue pens decided not to work. So it will make more sense in a minute. This is basically how I see myself. If I'm on a prop firm account and I'm below balance, I basically see it as you're almost in the sea and you're drowning, you're struggling for air. So bear with me with this. So we've got the sea level. A little bit rocky, it's not that clear. Hopefully you guys can zoom in. But yeah, so there's the sea line, the sea level, sweet. Right, and that is your break-even line. So that line is break-even, sea level. You've took a few losses and you're down here. There you are, you're struggling for air, you're trying to breathe, you want to get into profit. So up here, above here is profit, nice air, lots of air up there. Right, below here, you've took a couple of losses, and each loss you get further and further down the depths of the sea. So what would help you get higher up in the sea? You want air bubbles, yeah? So you're not going to wait for massive air bubbles. And when I say a big air bubble, it's like a big trade. Say you're in negative of the account and your targets are normally 4 or 5 R, say. You can't wait for them targets. I've got a hair in somewhere. You can't wait for them targets when you're down here, because they might be few and far between. Like it might be over here, you might not be able to reach it. You know, it might have already passed it. You're going to take little air bubbles, because every little air bubble you take, which is a little profit, like a 1R or even less, every little bit of trade, small air bubble you take, you're going to make it back to the surface quicker than waiting for bigger air bubbles. Now, I've probably not explained it the best, but when I say it out loud, and I said to my mate, it's true. You're drowning, you need air. Somewhere you need air to last longer in the trading game. In this negative drawdown, you need air to last longer. It's a bit like buses. You know, you could wait forever, but you could wait for an empty bus, but one comes that's got a spare seat on it. You wait for an empty one, it never comes. You should have took the last seat, you know what I mean? So these little air bubbles, a little 1R trades or less than 1R trades, that they're everywhere. You can get your little 1R trade or less and just take profit. And each one you take, you will become higher. You will get closer to your break even. Each little air bubble you take, you get closer to it, to break even. You take another one, you get closer. But if you wait for these ones here, they might never come around. And at that point, you might be down here somewhere. You might be longer. And then you're near the overall loss. You don't want to be near the overall loss at all, even the daily loss, but that'll be another video. But yeah, so if you go below the line, treat each trade, each 1R or less, depending on the last video to do with the win rate. You'll understand it if you've seen part 2. Then treat little trades as air bubbles, and each little trade, air bubble that you take, you will get closer to the surface, which is break even. Don't be waiting for these big trades. Don't be waiting for 3, 4, 5, 6R, 7R, 10R trades that might come once in a blue moon. Take the little wins. Take these little wins. These little dots, they're all little air bubbles, little bits of profit that you can take, and they all help you to go from here all the way up to here, and then before you know it, you're above the line, you're above break even. And then the more air you get, obviously, then you get on land. Land is profit, happy days, you taking profit. Hopefully that makes sense, but take the air bubbles, guys. Take the air bubbles. Little air bubbles are profit, especially when you're below the line. Treat them little trades as air bubbles that you need to take. Okay, hopefully it makes sense.